Welcome back to GABEY-TechTalk. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most critical frameworks in cybersecurity, the Essential 8.
Brian, why it's called the Essential 8?
Ava, that's a great question. The name Essential 8 comes from the 8 key strategies or controls essential for achieving a baseline level of cybersecurity. Based on the ACSC's experience and analysis of real-world incidents, these strategies were identified as the most effective techniques to mitigate cyber threats. Implementing all 8 controls together provides a layered defense that significantly reduces the risk of cybersecurity breaches.
You are utilizing our bank data on your business laptop. I hope ACSC Essential 8 security procedures are protecting you.
I'll verify with my cyber team, but my employer already knows.
If you're serious about protecting your organization from cyber threats, mastering these 8 strategies is non-negotiable.
ACSC stands for the Australian Cybersecurity Centre. It leads the Australian government's efforts in cybersecurity. Let's explore the ACSC Essential 8, also known as E8, in more detail.
Developed by the Australian Cybersecurity Centre, ACSC, the Essential 8 offers a structured approach for organizations to heighten their cyber resilience and mitigate the likelihood and consequences of cyber attacks. Although not compulsory, it is critical for all Australian businesses to implement these strategies as a core element of their cybersecurity framework. Implementing these methods will greatly improve your organization's security protocols.
According to your notes, the ACSC Essential 8 is a critical framework prioritizing cybersecurity prevention, restriction, and recovery. It divides the 8 mitigation techniques into 4 categories based on their development levels.
These levels range from identifying and addressing organizational vulnerabilities, Level 0, to thwarting advanced threat actors, Level 3.
Your remarks indicate that while Essential 8's primary focus is safeguarding Microsoft Windows-based systems, organizations may apply many of its techniques to other operating systems. We strongly advise viewers to look at this concept further. Also, please make sure to explore the ACSC Essential 8 maturity model further.
The Essential 8 is a set of baseline strategies designed to mitigate cybersecurity incidents. They include application control, patching applications, configuring Microsoft Office macro settings, user application hardening, restricting administrative privileges, patching operating systems, multi-factor authentication, and regular backups. Let's kick things off with application control. This is your frontline defense, preventing unapproved and potentially harmful software from running. But here's the catch: implementation isn't just about setting it and forgetting it. You need to continuously update your whitelists and utilize tools like Microsoft's App Locker or third-party solutions like McAfee Application Control to ensure that only verified, trusted software can execute.
What is the most economical way to put application control into practice?
To implement application control efficiently and control expenses, it is necessary to strategically use open-source technologies, automation, and current resources. Here are a few examples of the most cost-effective methods. However, organizations must adjust these methods to work well for medium and large numbers of applications and reduce management overhead. Use the operating system's inherent features to enhance security measures. Employ open-source and affordable tools to optimize cost and efficiency. Utilize endpoint protection platforms, EPP, to fortify your network security. Implement role-based access controls, RBAC, to efficiently manage user permissions. Automate and simplify policies to streamline compliance and security measures. Follow a phased approach for implementing these security measures. To enhance scalability and flexibility, consider exploring cloud-based solutions such as Azure, AWS, or GCP.
Brian, I understand that we cannot address all of the bullet points you raised. Can you kindly elaborate on one to show our audience how simple it is to apply these controls using open-source tools or scripting?
Of course, we'll look at how to use the operating system's built-in security mechanisms. Windows App Locker. App Locker is a built-in Windows feature accessible in the enterprise and education versions. It lets you design policies that dictate based on the distinct file identities which individuals or groups are permitted to run specific programs.
So, if I understand correctly, if you're using compatible versions of Windows, there's no additional license expense because it's part of the operating system.
Hey Ava, that's correct. Before implementing any policies, it's good to monitor and adjust them using AppLocker in audit mode. You can then easily apply these policies throughout the organization using group policy.
Hey, can you give me some details about using app control on a non-Microsoft Windows operating system?
Absolutely. In Linux environments, you can set up robust access control security modules like SE Linux, Security Enhanced Linux, and AppArmor to enforce application control. Both are open source and support the majority of major Linux distributions. When setting up controls, you can simplify things by using predefined profiles for standard applications. You can also contact Prasanna Abhisekera, the creator of these presentations, for guidance on setting up E8 controls cost-effectively.
Brian, what if there are better choices than AppLocker for our users' Azure Virtual Desktop environment?
In that situation, consider using Microsoft Defender Application Control, MDAC, or Windows Defender Application Control, WDAC. Both options have advanced security features and get regular updates. MDAC is a more comprehensive solution, including WDAC as a component, providing a broader approach to application control and security.
Microsoft provides various application control and security tools designed for specific purposes and use cases. Do you have anything else to add about this topic, Brian?
Absolutely. Let's dive into Microsoft Defender for Cloud's Adaptive Application Controls. Adaptive Application Controls is a feature in Microsoft Defender for Cloud, formerly Azure Security Center. Based on observed behavior, it recommends which applications should or should not run on your virtual machines. I think it's a great feature, don't you?
Yes. Any administrator will find this information valuable. It monitors the applications running on Azure virtual machines and uses machine learning to predict expected behaviors. Based on this, it automatically suggests a set of allowed applications and ensures these suggestions are followed. This data-driven approach helps establish an initial allow list, which you can adjust to fit your specific requirements.
Hey, how do you know all that?
Haha, I'm reading your handout from the last presentation.
I just wanted to mention that this is ideal for cloud environments, especially when you require adaptive, automated application control, particularly across multiple virtual machines in Azure. I just wanted to bring up Microsoft Defender Application Control, MDAC. It's a flexible, cloud-based solution that offers more comprehensive application control and protection, including code integrity policies. It's perfect for situations where you need detailed and granular control over applications and where you need to manage policies centrally across different devices, including those in the cloud. Next, let's discuss Windows Defender Application Control, WDAC. This feature is specific to Windows and helps control which applications can run on Windows devices by enforcing code integrity policies.
Based on your notes, WDAC uses policies to limit which applications can run by considering factors such as file path, publisher, or file hash. It's usually deployed and managed through Group Policy, PowerShell, or Microsoft Endpoint Manager.
WDAC works best for organizations that need tight control over which applications can run on Windows devices, particularly in high-security environments.
It's essential to choose the right tool for the job. Don't just throw these tools into your current setup without thinking it through.
Adaptive application controls work well in cloud environments where automation and easy management are crucial. MDAC suits environments requiring flexible, detailed control across various platforms. WDAC is ideal for organizations that prioritize high-assurance security within Windows environments. Just a reminder, each tool serves a different purpose, and the best choice depends on your specific security needs, the environment you're working in, and the level of control required.
Brian, let's give our viewers some options. We've mainly been focusing on Microsoft tools.
Certainly, our viewers have the option to use other alternatives such as Voodoo Shield, a robust application whitelisting tool. OS Armor provides additional protection against malware and other threats. AppGuard focuses on preventing malware from executing. No Virus Thanks EXE Radar Pro monitors and blocks unauthorized executable files. Carbon Black Protection offers comprehensive endpoint security.
Using these tools can boost the security of your Azure Virtual Desktop setup. For more detailed guidance on securing your Azure Virtual Desktop, check out Microsoft's documentation.
When it comes to successful application control, the key is to integrate it with your current security processes so that it complements your SIEM and endpoint protection strategies.
Now, let's take a look at the patching applications.
Sure, when it comes to patching applications and operating systems, it's really important, especially in large environments. Making sure to patch regularly helps lower the risk of vulnerabilities being exploited. It's not just about patching whenever, it's about automating and prioritizing patches based on their importance. Tools like WSUS for Windows or Ansible for Linux environments can make this process smoother. I suggest setting up a patch management dashboard that tracks patch status and integrates with vulnerability management tools to identify and prioritize high-risk areas.
Let's talk about macros, those sneaky little scripts that attackers love to exploit.
Absolutely. Macros are great for saving time on repetitive tasks, but adversaries can also exploit them. Setting up Microsoft Office macro settings is crucial to blocking untrusted macros by default. In an enterprise environment, consider using Group Policy or System Center, Configuration Manager, SCCM, to ensure these settings are consistently applied across the board.
Brian, have you considered supporting Azure Virtual Desktops, AVDs, through System Center Configuration Manager, SCCM? Based on your specific needs and infrastructure, there may be better or more modern approaches available. Do you agree?
Absolutely. That makes sense. While SCCM is excellent for managing on-premises and hybrid environments, it wasn't initially built for cloud-native services. On the other hand, Microsoft Intune, part of Microsoft Endpoint Manager, is the go-to solution for managing AVDs in most situations.
Only allowing macros in trusted documents can significantly reduce the risk of ransomware and other malware delivered through phishing emails. Are there any open-source solutions organizations can use on-premises, hybrid, or Azure AVDs?
Yep, you can definitely use open-source solutions to handle on-premises, hybrid, or Azure Virtual Desktop, AVD, environments. While they might not integrate as tightly as Microsoft's tools, they can still be cost-effective alternatives for managing virtual desktops and related infrastructure.
Could you provide us with the names of a few tools?
Absolutely. Here are some open-source solutions you might want to check out. Apache Guacamole, OpenNebula, Proxmox Virtual Environment, Proxmox V, Terraform by HashiCorp, Ansible by Red Hat, Overt, Citrix Hypervisor, formerly XenServer. The best approach depends on the size of your deployment and the extent to which you need to integrate with cloud services. Microsoft's tools like Intune and SCCM work well with Azure. Still, open-source options can be more cost-effective and flexible, especially for organizations wanting to keep control over their infrastructure. You can combine tools like Apache Guacamole, OpenNebula, and Terraform to support both on-premises and cloud environments, including Azure Virtual Desktops.
Can we use the same open-source tools if the cloud platform is AWS?
Absolutely. Apart from the mentioned tools, AWS provides unique integrations specific to its platform. KubeVirt plus Kubernetes. Cloud Init is an open-source tool widely used to configure cloud instances at first boot, including Amazon EC2 instances. AWS OpsWorks, based on Chef or Puppet. Open-source tools that work with Azure can also be used in AWS environments. This is especially true for cloud-agnostic tools like Terraform, Ansible, and Apache Guacamole. These tools offer flexibility and seamlessly integrate with AWS services such as EC2 and Amazon Workspaces. Using a combination of these open-source solutions, you can effectively manage on-premises, hybrid, and cloud-only environments within AWS.
That means organizations interested in creating a streamlined and affordable virtual desktop infrastructure on AWS can utilize tools like Terraform, Ansible, and OpenNebula for efficient automation and management.
Additionally, solutions like Guacamole enable simple, web-based access to virtual desktops without proprietary client-side software.
Since time is short, let's cover other controls, such as user application hardening.
Yes, we will discuss other controls in depth in another presentation video, but I can briefly go through them. User application hardening enhances application resilience against exploitation by disabling components like Flash, Silverlight, and Java that attackers often target. The key is continuous monitoring and adjustment of settings based on the latest threat intelligence. Restricting administrative privileges is crucial. Enforcing the principle of least privilege can limit the damage from a compromised account. Tools like Privileged Access Management, PAM, solutions are worth considering in automating and monitoring privileged access. Keep in mind that limiting admin privileges minimizes potential damage and shrinks your attack surface, an outcome we all aim for.
Let's wrap up the Essential 8 by adding multi-factor authentication, MFA, and regular backups.
For most of you, using multi-factor authentication, MFA, is a no-brainer. Adding an extra layer of security makes it much harder for attackers to gain unauthorized access. Implement MFA across all critical systems, and consider using hardware tokens for even better protection.
Also remember these important guidelines. Implement a zero-trust policy. Emphasize solid user identity authentication. Perform comprehensive device attestation for all corporate and personal electronic devices. Adopt a scalable and customizable authentication option. Enforce complete access control measures throughout the organization. Implement sophisticated software tools to enable IT administrators to monitor and manage access effectively. Deploy tools that enable seamless remote access via SSH, RDP, and VPN, or implement advanced techniques like Privileged Access Manager with biometric multi-factor authentication and password, agents, or VPN-less methods.
When it comes to backups, it's not only about having them, but also about ensuring they are recent, secure, and tested. Regularly test your backups to ensure you can recover quickly during a ransomware attack or other data loss event.
Just a heads up, these strategies are meant to work together. More than just implementing one or two is needed because cybersecurity is all about layering defenses. By fully embracing the Essential 8, you're setting up a strong barrier against potential threats. Hey, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe to GABEY-TechTalk for more in-depth cybersecurity content. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please drop them in the comments below. We are here to help. Until next time, stay secure.
Did you enjoy the guide? If it was helpful, remember to give the video a thumbs up and join GABEY-TechTalk for more comprehensive cybersecurity content.